It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hello, it's showtime. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time it is. If you are watching me in real time, I am streaming live on my YouTube channel, or you've gone back and watch it at your convenience. Thank you for watching. It is time for the Geno Jones Show, my daily variety show, Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 5:30 p.m. in Chicago. Some little bug, some little like a little mosquito net got in the studio somehow. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 5:30 p.m. Central Time if you're in Chicago, or you're in Memphis or Houston or Dallas. 3:30 p.m. out on the West Coast, out in Los Angeles, up in Seattle somewhere. Now, if you are in Tokyo, so 13, so it is around 6:34, somewhere around there. So that means it is about 7:34 Friday morning in Tokyo. We'll kind of go over the 2020 Olympic Summer Games happening a year late. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Geno Jones channel here on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll tag all these episodes. Go back and binge watch, and you can copy the link and tag this show and all the other shows to all your friends and family and co-workers and church members and club members and for fraternity and sorority sisters and brothers, all that. Neighbors, even folks you don't like. Just tell them they need to check out this show. Simply the best. All right, it is just the baddest show in all the universe, galaxy, solar system, you name it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump right into it today, right? Okay, I saw President Biden last night, so it's really a message to President Biden, primarily. Yes, primarily, because he's the leader of the free world. So I saw him on CNN last night, town hall. Thought he did an excellent job. So, President Biden, let me just say this. You have said recently that these new voter suppression laws, I call them voter nullification laws, that basically not only try to eliminate, make it harder, especially for black people, brown people, Native American people, younger people, and elderly people specifically, that's making it harder for black people to vote. And you have states that want to allow state politicians to basically overrule the popular vote, overrule the will of the people. Let's just say if in a state like Texas, you happen to win the state of Texas. Or let's just say, I don't know, let's say if Beto O'Rourke decided to run for senator again in the state of Texas, and he won the state. But the state politicians, which primarily the state is run by Republican Governor, Mr. Greg Abbott, I call him Greg Asshole, and the majority of the members in the House of Representatives and the Senate in the state of Texas are Republicans. They can say, nah, you know what? Too many of you dark folks voted in Houston, in the county where Houston is. Too many of you all voted over there in Dallas. We think somebody cheated. We're going to throw all of those votes out. What? Yes. So you recently said that these new voter suppression laws that have been passed are the greatest threat to American democracy since the Civil War. And President Biden, you're right. I agree. Absolutely. Been saying this on the show for a while now. So I want to ask you a question that Sean Connery's character in the movie The Untouchables asked Kevin Costner, who played Elliot Ness, who was trying to track down and arrest and take off the streets Al Capone, public enemy number one, responsible for, who knows, hundreds, thousands of murders and all kind of illegal bootlegging of liquor and drugs, gambling and prostitution, you name it. And what did Sean Connery, what did he tell? Literally, as he was taking his last breath in the movie, what did Sean Connery's character tell Kevin Costner's character? He said, what are you prepared to do? President Biden, I ask you again, what are you prepared to do? You got to make a choice. This is what they call a binary. Binary means two. Got two choices here. Got to make that binary choice. Simple choice. Got a choice between this bipartisanship. Well, I want to get rid of the filibuster, and I don't want to bore you with all these political terms, filibuster. Well, this is a procedure, and I get it. You've been in politics. You were in the Senate for years, for decades, as a member in the House, and then a senator for years before you became vice president and now president. And you believe that the Senate is a certain institution, and they have certain, not even rules, but just certain ways we do things. And you believe that it is still that the men and women who made up the Senate as Republicans, when you were the senator from Delaware, you really believe that the people in the Senate now operate under that same sense of honor, dignity, character. No, this is not this Senate. This Senate is not Joe Biden's Senate when he was a senator. Not at all. Not even close. Now, I know you figure, well, I've known they're friends of mine and they're honorable people. Yes, I get it. You're the president. You want to take the high road. Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high. So you are the president of the United States. So I know you got to remain optimistic, be honest, like you said, shoot straight with the American people, but still optimistic. I get that. And you actually believe, because you have a good relationship with many of these senators, you've known them for years. You believe, it's a handshake. If they shake my hand and say that they're going to do something, they're going to be men and women of their word. Well, I got a word for you, President Biden. No. The word is no. They don't give a damn about a handshake. Not this group. This iteration of the Republican Party does not give a damn about a handshake or anything else. They care about one thing. So you have a choice to make. Choice between worrying about being bipartisan because you say, well, we get rid of the filibuster and, oh my God, then nothing will get done and it will destroy democracy. I beg to differ. I beg to differ with all due respect, Mr. President. The Senate that you have known has already been destroyed. And you can thank your buddy Mitch McConnell for that. It was destroyed when President Barack Obama took office. When that man looked in the camera, President Obama hadn't been in the Oval Office long enough for his seat to be warm before Mitch McConnell looked in the camera and said, I am going to do everything in my power to make sure that Barack Obama is a one-term president. And he said it more than once. Oh, by the way, not too long ago, Mitch McConnell said he is not, basically, to paraphrase, he is not going to work with you to pass any legislation that you are advancing. His own words. Have your staff go back and find the tape. So when a person tells you and shows you who they are, believe them. And believe them the first time they tell you. And then when they tell you and show you over and over and over and over, at some point you got to say, well, damn, why don't I get it? So I get it. I do. I get it. That you just feel that, the country, we got to come together. Yes, and it's important and that the country wants bipartisanship. I said this in an earlier episode. You know what the country wants, President Biden? What you've already delivered. They want to make sure that they can go and get the vaccines they need to keep themselves and their families and their loved ones as safe and healthy as possible. And you've made it available where people can get a vaccine now. Over 300 million vaccines have been given out. Over 300 million. But unfortunately, the country, only just under 50% of the country is still fully vaccinated. But thank God there are vaccines. It's proven to be safe and effective. I'm living proof. I got my 2 Pfizer shots, second one back in mid-April. My mom in Chicago, who's watching now, she got her Pfizer shot. My wife got hers. My daughter's got her Moderna shot. My other daughter, my son-in-law, they got their vaccines. People, they needed a vaccine so they could be safe. They wanted and they needed that additional $1,400 that they were able to get shortly after you taken office to help out because of COVID-19 and the economic hardship that it created for hundreds of millions of people. Not to mention the mental and emotional stress that is created, which translated into physical stress that affected people's immune system, while we are fighting a once-in-a-century global pandemic. You know what else people want? So do you think the people, the families of the 60 million plus children whose family members received $350 or $200 or either $200 or $250, the people, the millions of children and families that received that child tax care credit directly deposited into their bank account or sent to them by check in their mailbox. Do you really think that they give a damn about bipartisanship? They weren't saying, oh, gee, well, yeah, I really do need this money. I need this child care tax credit, or I need that extra $1,400 that I got back, but I would really rather have the country, I'd rather have a bipartisan vote. No, people didn't give a damn about bipartisanship. They cared about what they could buy. That's what they cared about, what they could actually buy with the money that they received with the child tax care credit and the $1,400 to add on to the $600 in money that they got, COVID stimulus money early in the year. That's what Americans want. That's what the American people not just want, but need. They don't care about, stop it. They don't care about bipartisanship. They care about getting things done, results. They care about making sure that their vote counts and that they won't just be kicked off the voting rolls just because they're black or brown or Native American or college students or not part of the MAGA madness death cult. That's what they care about. They don't care. People, politicians in Washington, D.C., and the political media, they care about bipartisanship. I guarantee you, you can dispatch any company, any polling company to do the polling and just put the questions. If you have a choice between getting your child tax care credit every month permanently, if you can't do, or is it more important for you to make sure that your vote will count and that your vote will not be nullified or thrown out, or that you will be able to vote, that somebody will not take your voting rights away? What's more important, your voting rights or bipartisanship? Would you sacrifice and forfeit your voting rights if somehow you can't get a group of Democrats and Republicans to agree about that? Come on. I can speak for the majority of black folks. We're going to be like, man, listen, bipartisanship can go bye-bye. It can go bye-bye. You need to protect my voting rights. My ancestors, they died. They marched. They were beaten. They were hosed down with water hoses. They had dogs sicked on them. They were shot. They were lynched. They were murdered. Medgar Evers was murdered on his front lawn in front of his family. So the people that look like me could have a right to vote and for that vote to count. So I don't care about bipartisanship. I do care about what me and my family can buy. And I do care that my nieces, nephews, who may need that money that they received last week with that child tax care credit, I care that they continue to get that money so they can buy the things that they need for themselves and their families. And I don't care how that money comes about. I don't care about any bipartisanship agreement to give them the money so they can buy what they need. Doesn't matter. You made it happen without bipartisanship. So you got a choice. You got a choice. And we don't have much time. So what President Biden, and I fully admire the job you done, because you got people pulling at you from all sides. This side, top, bottom, side, all around 360 degrees. I get it. But we are at a crossroads. And you got to choose. What are you prepared to do? Bipartisanship or protecting the voting rights for black people and other people of color, men and women. All right. Because in closing this commentary, this part of it, and President Biden, you know this. These Republicans do not want you to win. And they don't care about the American people. They'll lie and look at a camera. They'll look into a camera like I am now and say, oh, yes, we want that. No, the American people, they don't give a damn. They don't give a shit about the American people. They don't want you to win. They've told you they don't want you to win. And they don't want the American people to win. They want to win so they can maintain and keep power and keep their wealthy donors wealthy. They care about power. Do you not think that if the Republicans somehow, God forbid, if they take control of the House of Representatives and the Senate, man, they will get rid of the filibuster they will get rid of the filibuster before you can say the word, before you can finish saying filibuster. By the time you get to the P, with the F sound, it'll be gone. Out of here. What are you prepared to do? Because I guarantee you, and you know this, because these people have shown you what they are prepared to do. As a matter of fact, some of the people that follow this mentality, this cult mentality, showed the world how far they were willing to go on January 6th. And you still have some in that death cult that are saying, oh, we didn't go far enough, that are willing to go even further. So I'm not advocating that you, in any way, shape, or form, get behind anything like that. Of course not. But you have immense power, and your party has immense power. Use it for good. Continue to use the power you have, and don't be afraid to use it. Republicans use power even when they don't really have power. They'll find it somehow. They'll give you the illusion that they have power just to really get real power back, like they're doing now. Use the power of the presidency and the bully pulpit to influence whoever, from Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema and Mark Warner, members of the House of Representatives, the media, any of us, any of the 330 million plus Americans. who you have taken an oath to protect and defend from all enemies, foreign and domestic, and to defend the Constitution that we all live under in this country that we call the United States of America, as you say. Use your power, continue to use your power to improve people's everyday lives like you've done. You've used your power to make sure that every adult American can get fully vaccinated if they choose to do so, which is another conversation I won't dive into exactly today. But you have used your power to make sure that every American adult, basically every American 12 and over, has the ability to be fully vaccinated. You used your power for that. You used your power to make sure that hundreds of millions of people will be able to get an additional $1,400 COVID stimulus relief money. You made sure that tens of millions of children, 60 million children, lives were improved overnight because someone in their family received $300, $350, or either, I believe it's $200. He said, I thought it was $250. But who received, that's per child, who received that money actually 1 week ago today. Came, that was directly deposited into their bank account, or by now they have probably received that check in the mail. You have used your power to make the lives of hundreds of millions of Americans better. Continue to use your power to improve the everyday lives of all Americans. Even the MAGA cult, the MAGA death cult crowd, because they'll get it. Some of them now are beginning to see the light. And they're like, well, I didn't want to get vaccinated. But then when you start to see people around you get sick, wind up on a ventilator, or die, or then yourself, you survive a brush with death, but you still need oxygen, and you can't walk up the stairs, and you're like, yeah, I guess I should have got a vaccine. Yeah, I guess you should have got one. Because being vaccinated is not about you. You have to understand that we have an obligation in this country to protect not just ourselves and our families, but each other and everybody else's family. So I got a vaccine to keep me healthy. And I also got a vaccine because I don't want to be an asymptomatic spreader and spread this deadly virus to some innocent person whose immune system may be more compromised, or who may have a child or niece or nephew under 12 that can't get a vaccine, that can't get vaccinated. I don't want to spread that virus to them. Anyone, even somebody I don't know or somebody I don't like, I don't want to be that vector, as they say. I don't want to be that carrier emitting a deadly virus. So that's another reason why I made sure that I'm fully vaccinated. Use your power. Continue to use your power to improve the lives of everyday Americans, each and every day. Let's do that. Before I get out of here, tonight is the night, Kanye West. For all the Kanye fans, all the Yeezy fans, the Yeezus fans, I don't know how many damn nicknames he got. Are you ready? So, as a matter of fact, it's, let's see here. It's going on 7 o'clock. So, as a matter of fact, in less than 2 hours, Kanye West is going to have a listening party in a venue that was big enough not just to hold all of his fans, but to hold the brother's ego. I don't know which one is larger, his fan base or his ego. But it doesn't matter, because he got a brand new album that he's going to release at midnight to the world called Donda. Donda is the first name of his late mother, Dr. Dr. Donda West. So it's named Donda. And he's having this huge listening party in the Mercedes-Benz Dome in Atlanta. It's a 71,000 seat arena where the Atlanta Falcons of the NFL, National Football League, that is their home stadium where they play their home games. Brother rented it out. That's big money. Just cut them a check. What y'all need? I got you. Here. What's the routing number? Here. Check your account. I need that stadium. No, I mean, not a mezzanine, not a suite, not the plaza. I need the whole damn stadium, and I need it Thursday, July 22nd for several hours. Do your thing, Kanye. I'm not mad at you. So tonight is the night, and then at midnight, for those who don't get a chance to go to this listening party, at midnight, the whole world will get to hear the brand new album from Kanye, Yeezus, Mr. Kanye West. It's called Donda. So I'm looking forward to checking this out. I got to get out of here. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you. God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Show. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Geno Jones channel right here on YouTube. Please go ahead and copy the link, and you can share this show and all the other shows. Go back and binge watch all the other episodes. Tag and share on all your friends' social media pages. Whoever it is, your friends, your co-workers, your family, your church members, club members, fraternity, sorority, brothers and sisters, like I said, even folks you don't like. Strangers, I'm good with it. They need to see it. Tina Turner said, Geno, I'm paraphrasing. She got a song, Simply the Best. The Geno Jones Show, Simply the Best. Check it out. Speaking of Simply the Best, shout out to Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check him out on Instagram or IG. Kel be cutting up. KELBECUTTINUP. Kel be cutting up on Instagram. Shout out to Mr. Bruce Gage, wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check him out on Instagram also. Just do a search on IG, Instagram, Bruce Gage, Gage. And also, shout out to I have 2 wardrobe consultants and stylists for the Geno Jones Show. Shout out to Alexandria Jones, wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. You can check her out on Instagram. She is a designer, a design major, and a designer at Columbia College in Chicago, and she is a supermodel on top of it. You can check her out, Alexandria Jones. Actually, Lexi_Nicole Designs. Lexi_Nicole Designs on Instagram, or her other page is Alexandria Jones. That's ALEXANDRIA. That's how you spell her, Alexandria. Alexandria Jones. All right. I love each and every one of you. I really do. Mother, you know I love you more than life itself. See, you're not going to get me again. I was chastised. You know, some episodes it just gets busy. I may just, even if I forget to tell you, and of course, and my mother too, if I forget to say it on camera, no, I always, like there's a song, I'll always love you. No, I always do love you. But see, I forgot to say it on camera. So she got me. Bam, got your back, got your back. But once again, so please like, share, and subscribe to the Geno Jones channel as I built my fan base. I built my subscriber base. I want to thank all my new subscribers. I want to thank all of my subscribers. Help a brother out. Support black businesses. Support black entrepreneurs like myself. For all those corporations out there, you know, last 2020 was the year of racial reckoning, and a lot of companies, they have been a part of this, what they call a racial reckoning. And a good way to do that, some people say there's a lot, and it's true. There's been a lot of corporate white guilt money that has gone to a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of HBCUs, a lot of black colleges. Got a lot of money. So for all my white allies, all my brothers and sisters, all my blue-eyed brothers and sisters out there that want to show how they really support the cause of Black Lives Mattering and Black businesses and Black entrepreneurs mattering. Look, I'd love to have you as a sponsor. Anyone, doesn't matter. White, black, green, purple, alien. I'd love to have you as a sponsor on the Geno Jones Show. I'd love for you to advertise here on the Geno Jones Show. And if you are looking for the ultimate pitch man, I am the king, not the king. I'm the king of pitch men. Just leave me a message right here on my YouTube channel, or you can email me, Geno Jones Show. That's how you spell Geno Jones Show, right there. See, right behind me, at Gmail. All right, I got to get out of here. Thank you, everybody. Tomorrow, Friday. I call Friday a Friday, like yay, it's Friday edition of the Geno Jones Show. So, really, tomorrow here in America, tomorrow morning, which will be a Friday evening in Tokyo, 13 hours ahead of us, this here on Eastern Time. Actually, it'll be tomorrow morning that the opening ceremony for the 2020 Summer Games, Olympic Summer Games. It's like a year late. They're not careful. I just saw that Tokyo had like this incredible spike in COVID-19 cases. So hopefully they'll get all the games in and all the athletes will stay healthy. Team USA can bring back all the gold. So the opening ceremony is going to be actually Friday morning, local time here in America on the East Coast. So you might want to watch that. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about Kanye's album. I'm going to go ahead and I guess stay up till midnight and go to his website, see if I can download and listen to some tracks. Week in review. Hopefully my guest tomorrow will be my weekly contributor, Miss Keela Carson. So Fridays, that's like my comedy, my stand-up routine with Miss Keela Carson. We have a great time, so you don't want to miss that. So until tomorrow, Friday, 6:30 p.m. Once again, thank you. I cannot thank you so much for watching. And in the meantime, as always, please be blessed.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.